Wow, just wow. What an episode, ladies and gentlemen. Naruto Shippuden episode 368 was off the hook. What an amazing episode. So what happened was, in the last chapter, you got to see Hashirama and Madara actually growing up and becoming these very good friends that you see. However, when watching the last episode, you guys are probably thinking to yourself, people who have not read the manga, that, hey man, these two got on so brilliantly, they were like gel. They really got along, they had the same ideals, they had the same goal in creating something like Konoha. And you think to yourself, how could everything go wrong? I mean, how did Madara turn out like that? How did Hashirama become like this? I mean, and now we finally find out that basically, do you remember when Butsuma Senju, who is Hashirama's father, actually told Hashirama to tell Madara and actually get intel from him? Well, they had the exact same plan. So Tajima Uchiha actually told Madara that go to him and get intel. However, when they met, they both give each other skipping stones, saying either run or scrum Arabi. It's basically a trap. And next thing you know, Tajima Izuna pops out from nowhere, and then Hashirama's father, Butsuma Senju, and Tobirama come and them two fight. And Madara and Hashirama are friends, and then like family members are fighting and they don't know what to do. And they're like, stop, Yamadiri, stop, stop fighting, please. However, they just fight seriously, and it's a lot of sword fighting action, proper warrior like fighting. There was no katan gokukyo, no jutsus going on. It was just plain old kunai and sword fighting. It was great. It was very energetic. And then finally what happens is Madara and Hashirama actually see attack from the fathers, actually go for each other's so for example, Butsuma goes for Izuna, Tajima goes for Tobirama, and meanwhile Madara and Hashirama actually throw these skipping stones to deflect the attack, and then Madara just breaks out and says, hey, I'm not gonna forgive anybody who attacks my little brother. Hashirama's like, same. But in this chapter in this episode, you get the feeling that Hashirama always is persisting to be Madara's friend. He loves him from the beginning. Hashirama's got a very good heart. In fact, Hashirama is one of them characters that is a great role model, because he is everything a man has to be. Like a man, the definition of a man is somebody who has the bottle to fight, but also has the brain to think and strategically come up with good ideas in certain situations, and Hashirama is ideal for that. But right now, Hashirama and Madara's relationship basically ends right there. That is it. At where they played skipping stones, that was basically the end of their relationship for so many years. I mean, they met up at the river, the stream, and they played skipping stones, and they actually ended their relationship there, with Madara basically turning around and telling him that you're a Senju and you've killed many parts of the Uchiha, and the Uchiha have killed many family members of the Senjus, and basically the relationship ended there. And at the end, Madara awoke the sharingan, and it was amazing really, because the sharingan seems to multiply every time you lose. Because you remember Tobirama was explaining that the Uchihas love so much, and when they lose, it releases a chakra within the brain that's sent to the optic nerve into the eye, and it awakens the sharingan. Well, Madara truly loved Hashirama, and he had lost a dear friend here. This was basically like killing your best friend. And then what happens is, every time the Uchihas basically had fights with the Senjus, the leader of the Senjus was Hashirama, and Madara became the respected leader of the Uchiha, and there was just constant senseless fighting until that fight scene when Madara actually, has a fight with Hashirama and Tobirama kills Izuna. Because this is preference from the previous chapters and episodes. That, do you remember Itachi and Sasuke were fighting, and Itachi told Sasuke that Madara killed his little brother? That wasn't true. Tobirama killed Izuna. And then after that, what happened was, once his death, before dying, Madara took his eyes to awaken the eternal Mangekyo Sharingan. Then he came back for war, and this time he had the eternal Susanoo, and on the eternal Susanoo caused Hashirama a lot of problem. But that fight sequences within the episode was unbelievable. To see such a giant blue Susanoo versus this big golem structure on a wooden style dragon of Hashirama, but eventually Hashirama wins after a big struggle, and Madara's laying on the floor and Tobirama standing there with the sword. Yeah, Tobirama's quite ruthless, but at the end of the day, you gotta remember something. He's got hate for the Uchiha because they killed his little brother. And the thing is me and you, we're standing here, we're just analysing, we're watching, but we don't know how it feels like to lose a little brother from the Uchiha. I know it's just an anime, but even still, Tobirama, whatever he does, there is logic behind it. There was a logic to kill Madara. However, Hashirama's heart definitely comes in, and he loves Madara. He can't kill him. So basically, Madara's lying on the floor, Tobirama's got a sword, and Hashirama basically speaks out, don't lay a touch on him. Like, don't lay a finger on him. And that was intense, man. That was like, wow, okay bro, relax. I saw Hashirama's got this brilliant personality, but when he gets angry, it's like the world's gonna end. He's got so much power, and that's why he's regarded widely as one of the greatest shinobis, technically, physically, and you know, on the battlefield of all times. And what happens is, Madara says to him, look, if you want to make friends with me, and unite the Uchiha, because a lot of the Uchiha died and a lot of Uchiha surrendered. So what actually happened was, he goes, okay then, show me your gut feeling, kill yourself or kill your little brother. And Hashirama smiles, and you know a shinobi's life is to bring peace, and he was basically a leader of his clan, and to stop the senseless fighting he would do anything. So he decides to kill himself. He gets a kunai out, goes to the stomach, and he says his last words, basically saying that, you know, don't lay a touch on the Uchiha, make him unite, don't kill Madara after me. And just before he was going to kill himself, obviously he would never kill his little brother because he loves Tobirama. Before doing it, Madara stops him, grabs his hand, and then after that the dream comes true. We create Konoha, the Uchiha Senjus become friends. It was amazing. And you know, that's when the episode ends. It was an amazing episode. Thank you very much for watching. Please like and subscribe if you guys enjoyed this review. It was great. I'm going to give it 10 out of 10. Straight up 10 out of 10. I wish it was a bit longer. Absolutely. I wish we got a double bill of Naruto. I'd have to say that the next episode is apparently cancelled. Is it 369? Yeah, 369 is cancelled. And thank you very much for watching, and peace out. Thank you.